One Zambia, One Nation. Welcome to the news desk. I'm Alice Banda. Let's take a look at the stories making headline. ZAMSA completes distribution of health center kits in Luapula province. Government committed to advancing gender equality. Luangwa district to get Pontoon Landing Bay. The Zambia Medicines and Medical Supplies Agency ZAMSA has completed the distribution of health center kits to all primary healthcare facilities in Luapula province. Provincial Health Director Simon Kunda says he will ensure the drugs are not stolen by putting measures that include installation of CCTV systems in all health institutions. Pethias Mtale brought us this report.
Luapula province has 1.3 million people, according to the national census, with 12 districts and 290 health facilities. And the Provincial Health Administration has confirmed that all districts have received medical center kits from the Zambia Medicines and Medical Supplies Agency, ZAMSA.
Yes, as a Luapula province, I think we've had issues of some drugs being stolen here and there. So we've put measures in place. I think we've talked to all the district health directors to make sure that they put in security features in place, issues of burglar bars, issues of grill gates, grill doors in the health facilities, and some we've gone even to the extent of putting up CCTVs.
Ino Kimwale is ZAMSA Mansa Hub Manager.
ZAMSA Mansa Regional Office services 17 districts, that is 12 in Luapula province and 5 in Northern province. This includes Kaputa, Luingu, Lunte, Lupososhi, and the Chilubi Island. And we service over 400 health facilities in total. And as of today, we've concluded distribution of health center kits to all these health facilities, including hard-to-reach facilities like Chilubi Island and the Lunga district.
And ZAMSA Managing Director Billy Mwetwa says a center kit is designed to cater for a number of ailments and services that are delivered at the health center, such as reproductive health and common diseases, which are called top 10 causes of sickness in communities.
So a health center kit is a package of products, and in this case the products are medicines, which will respond to 90+% of all the ailments that goes to the facility. So in a nutshell, a chance that the health patient goes at the health center, they'll get a service, is increased by over 90%. And in each health center kit, it has a capacity to treat 1,000 patients at the minimum.
ZAMSA has since engaged a team of pharmaceutical media experts and the Zambia News and Information Services Zanis to provide an independent coverage of the last mile delivery of health center kits to health facilities. Pethias Mutale for Zanis News in Mansa, Luapula province.
And the Department of Health in Lavushimanda district says the Pumba mini hospital has helped reduce maternal deaths in the area. District Clinical Care Officer Moffat Jerry says since the inception of the hospital in 2021, expectant mothers are accessing maternal health services compared to the past years. Pamela Inambao brings us the details.
In order to reduce on maternal health deaths, government has continued to ensure quality health care services are brought closer to the people. In Lavushimanda district, the presence of Mpumba Min Hospital has helped reduce on maternal mortalities. Moffat Jere is Lavushimanda district clinical care officer.
Seeing the increase in these mothers accessing our services, because this time we are saying zero to maternal death, and preventing that maternal death, we are starting from the bookings. So we are also encouraging our mothers to come to our facility for booking as early as before 13 weeks of gestation.
And mothers here are grateful and explains the challenges they used to face in accessing health care services from a nearest facility, which is over 100 kilometers. Most of us used to give birth at home, but the coming of this hospital is a game changer, especially to us pregnant mothers. Pregnancy comes with complications, and I urge other women to be coming to this hospital for their antenatal. Meanwhile, Lavushmanda District Commissioner Teres Kunda says residents in the area are happy with the development taking shape in the district.
New Dawn has done quite a lot of things, and they are happy about this. Whatever doubts they have now, they are no longer there. Hence, they have promised to work with the government of the day.
Pumba Main Hospital, which is the only referral hospital in the district, is currently serving a population of 79,279 people. Pamela Inamba reporting for Zanis in Lavushmanda District, Muchinga Province.
Meanwhile, preparations for the 95th Agriculture and Commercial Show, which will take place from the 2nd to the 7th of August 2023, have advanced. A check by Zanis at the showgrounds found exhibitors working on their stands in readiness for the show. This year's Agriculture and Commercial Show has attracted over 1,300 local exhibitors and 20 foreign countries. Jens Malumba reports.
Exhibitors have started preparations for the 95th edition of the Zambia Agriculture and Commercial Show, which will run from the 2nd to the 7th of August 2023. A check by Zanis in the showgrounds found preparations underway, and exhibitors were found working on their stands. The exhibitors and showgoers have since called on the general public who have not yet started preparing themselves for the show to do so.
The environment here is highly, expectant, and then everybody seems to be preparing. People want to win prizes, of course, for the stands, and then everybody seems to be trying to be in line with the theme for this year. So it's really contagious.
Funa kuti bantu bonse bamene bamuno mu Lusaka kapena na ma provinces enangu na ma countries enangu mwenera kubwera chifukwa ino show izankara bwino maningi.
The show, which will run for 6 days, has attracted over 1,300 local and 20 foreign exhibitors.
I am happy to announce that we have now reached advanced stages in the preparation of this year's show, and we are confident that we will yet again give you a highly successful trade show. To meet the required demand for exhibition space, the Society this year has added 2 new halls. This will offer exhibitors comfort and flexible display areas.
Access to the showgrounds will be through badges and daily tickets.
To access the showgrounds during the show period, access will be through badges and daily tickets. Further details for these will be as follows in terms of price. The daily tickets will be at 50 kwacha. Pre-sale tickets will be the same as the daily tickets at 50 kwacha. VIP badges will be at 550 kwachas. Exhibitors badge will be at 250 kwachas.
This year's agriculture show will be held under the theme Inclusive Economic Transformation. Jane Simalumba Zanis in Lusaka.
In Northwestern Province, the Provincial Permanent Secretary, Grandson Katambi, has commended Kalumbila Town Council for delivering quality work on various projects being implemented in the district. Colonel Katambi said this after touring some projects in the district, which include a hotel being built at a cost of over 94 million kwacha using locally generated funds. Jennifer Mutoshi has the rest of the story.
It is government's desire to have quality projects implemented at the right price and within the stipulated time. This has prompted Northwestern Province Permanent Secretary to continue monitoring projects to ensure stipulated guidelines are followed.
Don't relent, just keep it up. Nobody will come from another province to come and develop this province. It's ourselves. And we can only do that through teamwork. That's all.
Kaneo Katambi also urges other councils to learn from Kalumbila on the hotel project.
The hotel, I think even up to now, I can't believe it. I never thought we had such a building in this district or province as a whole. This is what everybody must emulate, okay? Because that is an asset that will sit there for so many years to come.
A community hall in Kisasa area being built at a cost of 1.4 million kwacha using 2022 CDF funds is among the monitored projects.
We want to ensure that the council has its presence in the ward, so that it's here where we will also expand. It's not here. One time we expand, where will be also some training skills at these centers.
Centers, she put it earlier on to say that one don't start to end up at the hall alone, no? Want to put up other activities like we have even also an ablution block here. Want also to add something like the volleyball court, a library.
Reporting for Zanis News in Kalumbila District, Jen Famtoshi, Northwestern Province.
We take the first break, and when we come back, government committed to advancing gender equality. Stay tuned.
Life is a journey full of varied experiences. Can we reach our desired destiny? Can we achieve our desired goals? If yes, then how? Join Juliet Mutale on Thursday at 18:30 hours on How I Made It, a program that highlights various success stories from different personalities with different life experiences and backgrounds. Catch Zanis TV on Channel 6 DTT and Channel 458 DTH. Zanis TV, the People's Channel.
Welcome back. Government says advancing gender equality is a cross-cutting solution to addressing population challenges. Minister of Finance and National Planning, Stumbeko Msokotwane, says government revised the 2007 National Population Policy to further guide the integration of population variables in all development planning processes. Here is a report.
Gender equality has been recognized as one of the vehicles for sustainable development of every country. And in commemorating the World Population Day, which is globally celebrated on 11th July of every year, government stressed the need for continued partnerships in the promotion of gender equality for the betterment of the country.
The themes are a timely reminder for us to highlight the profound impact of population dynamics on individual and national well-being, peace and prosperity. They remind us of the critical interlinkages between population and sustained economic growth and development, and their central role in improving the quality of life of all people.
In collaboration with Ministry of Justice, various pieces of legislation are in place to help uplifting the voices of women and girls to unlock Zambia's countless opportunities in the gender equity spaces.
The United Nations family in Zambia reaffirmed its commitment to continue collaborating with the government towards the realization of achieving the full potential of everyone.
Gender indeed influences people and societies formally and informally, from individual and interpersonal levels to systemic and structural ones. Efforts to improve gender equality are therefore needed at all levels.
Gender equality needs to continue being at the center of our efforts because, as we know, the Sustainable Development Goals are interconnected, requiring progress on all of them.
Meanwhile, The government of Ireland stressed the need to incorporate the use of technology in promoting gender equity.
For their accomplishments and/or can become the focus of public discourse. So there's need for further advocacy regarding enforcement of the legal frameworks that can ensure that women can use the digital space effectively without becoming victims of digital violence.
It was during the event that the 2023 State of the World Population Report was launched. Center for Zanis in Lusaka.
And in Lusaka province, Provincial Deputy Permanent Secretary Alex Mapushi says there is urgent need to put in place measures to ensure Chunga dump site in Lusaka operates efficiently. Mr. Mapushi said this when he toured the dump site where he found children scavenging at the site. Clara Kawimbe has more.
These scavengers make a living here at Chunga dump site by picking valuables from the dumped waste. Ironically, what is thrown as waste by many is a source of livelihood for these young people, including women. Women at the dump site give an account of what goes on at the site.
Chikonga chena economy hapa nyumba pe palili pa nyumba pa bana. Chikonga na business yake na vyangenera mamoto. Sometimes ni makomboka na 100 kwacha, sometimes 50 kwacha.
Chunga dam site has challenges in its operations.
The facility has not received its fair share in terms of investments. So I think matters came to a head during the last rain season. It was visible to everybody, so you could see that we had challenges in terms of our clients accessing the facility.
Government has these plans about Chunga dam site.
We found that the number of children here that come to pick when we know that there should be no under 18s in the premises. So there is an issue of fencing this place up. After fencing, we do some of the roads, but there are some measures that we need to take almost immediately to ensure that this place is an environment that, bad as it may seem, is an environment that even those that are getting a livelihood from here, because they pick all these garbage, plastics, bottles, and all these other biological waste and sell them.
Clara Kawimbe reporting for Zanis in Lusaka.
Engineers from the Ministry of Transport and Logistics and the Road Development Agency RDA were recently in Luangwa District to make assessments of groundworks for the construction of a pontoon landing bay. The landing bay will be located at the harbour near the Immigration and Zambia Revenue Authority offices. We have more in this report by Lista Ndumba.
The estimates and assessments of Luangwa Pontoon Landing Bay by a combined team of engineers from the Ministry of Transport and Logistics and the Road Development Agency has elated the people in the district. Luangwa District Commissioner Luke Chikan said the pontoon will help increase revenue collection in the district when in operation. Mr. Chikan has, however, appealed to the engineers to facilitate the construction of the landing bay before the onset of the rains.
So if it cannot be done now, I don't think that it will be done this year. We would have lost a lot of revenue. Government was going to make a lot of revenue through the pontoon. Yeah, and the local economy of our district was going to change.
Speaking during a Ketes call, Pontoon's Chief Engineer Henry Mtine and RDA Principal Engineer Matthews Kaonga gave details of the program.
Another 3 others that we may do, which are inland, yes. Yeah, so as soon as we get the design and estimates from our colleagues, and also in consultation with them, we will see which is the fastest way of getting things done.
Within a month, so they will take consultations. Sure. Because once we do that, we still have to consult our colleagues also. Yes, so that we come up with something comprehensive.
The youth in the district remain expectant of the benefits of the pontoon once operational.
Munga ise kuno kuruanga munga mayuth samvira bwino otherwise but washiteko che fast
so that it could benefit. The pontoon has not been in operation since it was mounted due to lack of a landing bay. Lista Ndumba reporting from Longwa District, Lusaka Province.
And in agriculture news, an agricultural expert, Bernard Chiwala, says implementation of innovative farming techniques will help improve the agriculture sector's contribution to the country's gross domestic product, GDP. Mr. Chiwala says farmers should embrace innovative farming techniques and value addition in their crop production. Rachel Chisulo filed in this report.
An agricultural expert has called on farmers in the country to implement innovative farming techniques, saying this is the only way the sector will be able to significantly contribute to the growth of Zambia's economy. Speaking during a seminar to educate farmers in Mufulira on how they can implement value addition and usage of biofertilizers instead of chemical fertilizers, Engineer Bernard Chiwala said innovation in farming techniques will ensure food security at household and national level.
The contribution of agriculture to GDP is just 3.5%. That's too low. We need to push that to around 15% to enable people to come out of a background of poverty.
Another expert, Professor Thomas Sinkala, said embracing environmental-friendly machinery such as biodigesters that turn waste into biofertilizers and biogas will help address some of the challenges farmers face and also mitigate climate change.
By having energy, it means you reduce on deforestation, which is a big problem in our country because of charcoaling.
Meanwhile, Mufulira Mayor Tanaeli Kamanga urged citizens to take advantage of government empowerment programs and venture into entrepreneurial activities that will add value to farm produce.
Come to the council so that we'll be able to empower you.
Rachel Chisulo, reporting for Zanis in Mufulira.
The Department of Community Development in Solwezi District has commenced the distribution of farming inputs for the 2023-2024 farming season under the Wetlands Food Security Park FSP program. Here are the details.
These are part of the 600 vulnerable but viable farmers that are beneficiaries of inputs under the Wetlands Food Security Park program in Solwezi District. The program is vital in providing welfare support and also help vulnerable households move out of poverty. Beneficiaries of this program are grateful to government for its continued commitment towards poverty alleviation.
I'd like to thank the President of the Republic of Zambia for the gift and for the art of remembering people with disability, the people who have challenges, and those who are in the different category.
Government cautions the beneficiaries against misusing the inputs.
The district of Solwezi should have about 600 households benefiting from this initiative. It's very important that you take these programs very seriously. The government is making as much effort as possible to ensure food security in the household.
To all of you, my mothers and my fathers who have received this gift, please, it is meant to improve your lives. Therefore, no one should be allowed to sell what you have been given. If we find that you are selling the commodity that you've been given, the law will take its course.
Mwape Mwesa for Zanis News in Solwezi District.
Meanwhile, in education news, pupils at Kasama Day Secondary School have been sharing classrooms with Kasama Primary for almost 8 years due to a critical shortage of classroom space. However, the status quo is about to change as government is constructing a classroom block using the Constituency Development Fund CDF at a cost of 872,000 kwacha. Here is a report.
Pupils at Kasama Central Day Secondary School have been sharing classrooms with Kasama Primary School for almost 8 years due to a critical shortage of classroom space. Kasama Day Secondary School head teacher Mlinzi Kalinda gives details on the matter.
Kasama Central School was opened in 2015 and it has been driven by the community. Starting from the office, I'm sure you have seen that we started constructing an administration block, and we hope to finish that administration block so that we completely shift from the primary section and we go to the secondary section. We have 8 classrooms being shared for grades from 10, 9 and 11 and 12. Then grade 8 classes and 1 grade 10 class we are occupying in the primary section.
However, the status quo is about to change as government is constructing a 1x3 classroom block using the 2022 Constituency Development Fund CDF to the tune of 872,000 kwacha. Kasama Town Council Assistant Public Relations Manager Charity Chaiwila explains.
So the contractor who is on site, who was awarded this project, is Judina at a total cost of 872,000. Of course, we are happy as a Kasama Municipal Council to see the works that are progressing very well. Like earlier indicated, the works are expected to be completed by the month of August.
Angel Umsonda is Lusaka Ward Councillor.
We all know the challenges free education came with. Thus, it came with a big number of enrollment of students, and so therefore we needed a lot of space for our students. It's a plus to the community, and I just pray that the community will take care of this project. It's their duty. When the government gives you something, it's your duty as a community to make sure that you take care of the property.
Helen Bwalia for Zanis in Kasama, Northern Province.
More in the news. Kafue district in Lusaka province has recorded an outbreak of rabies. District Livestock and Fisheries Coordinator Perfecto Kabanshi confirmed this to Zanis in an interview in Kafue. Dr. Kabanshi said samples collected from 3 dogs indicate the presence of the rabies virus. He disclosed that following the outbreak of rabies in the district, the Department of Livestock has embarked on massive vaccination of dogs against rabies. Dr. Kabanshi has further warned the residents to be wary of stray dogs roaming the streets and urged them to report to the Department of Livestock. He further cautioned guardians and parents to keep alert and ensure that their children are safe from dog bites. And finally, in sports, government, through the Ministry of Youth, Sport and Arts, has purchased soccer boots and other necessities for the Copper Queens worth 200,000 kwacha. The boots will be used as an alternative for the Copper Queens at the ongoing FIFA Women's World Cup co-hosted by Australia and New Zealand. Minister of Youth, Sport and Arts Elvis Nkandu says government attaches great importance to all sports disciplines in the country. Nkandu said this through Zambia's High Commissioner to Australia and New Zealand, Elias Monsha, in Hamilton today during the handover of the items. And Football Association of Zambia National Women's Football Head of Delegation Priscilla Katoba says the items will boost the morale of the Copper Queens. Meanwhile, the Copper Queens have shifted base to Auckland, New Zealand, venue for the Zambia vs Spain match. This is contained in a press statement issued to Zanis in Lusaka by First Secretary Press and Public Relations to Australia and New Zealand, Charles Mujolo.
Needed in order for the Copper Queens to perform as expected. And so these are the boots that have been purchased for the Copper Queens. As you can see, it's not that the Copper Queens did not have boots, but rather that we need to have as many choices as possible, and this particular choice has been purchased as a result of the government intervening and ensuring that we have this particular choice alternative depending on the turf or the ground that the Copper Queens will be playing. And so we have officials from the Ministry of Sport here and officials from the Football Association of Zambia, and today we have responded as a government on time in order to ensure that this particular alternatives there for our team. It's not only boots, but several other things that are needed, several other personal equipment that is needed for us to deliver a victory tomorrow. We are very, very excited that with this it will be a morale booster for our team. And so I'm handing over these to our delegation leader.
Your Excellency, on behalf of the FA and indeed the Minister of Sports, I would want to say thank you so much through you to the government that indeed we receive this with both hands, and I know this will be a morale booster to the girls, and knowing our girls with this, I think they'll be able to do their job like you could have indicated. So we say thank you so much, Your Excellency.
As we end the news, we take a look at the headlines again. Zambia completes distribution of health center kits in Lopla province. Government committed to advancing gender equality. Luangwa district to get Pontoon Landing Bay. On that note, we end the news. On behalf of the entire Zanis production team, I'm Alice Banda saying goodbye and God bless you.